Alright, it's your boy Life of Darius, aka Dre the Martian, and we are back. We are back today, but not with the Beatles. Right, we're here today with Led Zeppelin. Yes, ever since I came out with my Beatles Abbey Road reaction, there have been a lot of requests for bands that are not the Beatles, right? And out of all the requests I got, the one that definitely popped up the most was Led Zeppelin, right? Now, obviously, I don't know any Led Zeppelin music, right? At least as far as I can tell just by looking. I don't think I know any Led Zeppelin songs, but that's why we're here today. We're going to dive in. You guys said that this was a very aggressive sounding type of band, right? With this being a very blind reaction to Led Zeppelin, I don't know. With me personally, I can't listen to a band without at least knowing who the players are, right? So I did at least look and see who's singing the vocals, who's doing the guitar and things of that nature on these songs. When it comes to vocals, it's Robert Plant. When it comes to lead guitar, it's Jimmypage. I believe the bassist is John Paul Jones, and then the drummer, I'm forgetting his name already, John Bonham. Or Boham, one of those two. John Bonham, Boham, please don't be mad at me for butchering your name, brother. I don't think it's right to listen to a band, especially an entire album from a band, and not knowing who's doing what, right? So that's why I just needed context on at least who these dudes are. If you know anything about me, you'll know if this music is good, I'm definitely going to do a little bit more looking into Led Zeppelin, like the people and things of that nature, right? But we're going to focus on this album, what's in front of us right now, Led Zeppelin 1, 9 tracks, 45 minutes. We're going to get into it. See if it's as magical as everybody been trying to tell me, man. That's all. Now, a new wrinkle I'm trying to add to my reaction videos. I'm going to probably be doing it off of Genius, right? And the reason I'm going off of Genius is because normally I'm not really into staring at lyrics while I listen to music. I feel like that takes away from some of the feeling, right? But another thing that also could take away from the feeling is not knowing the context or understanding a lot of the lyrics to the songs you're hearing, right? I want to see what they be talking about. I want to see lyrically where they're going to take us, sound-wise where they're going to take us. I already know it's going to be crazy. Like, this is one of the greatest bands of all time. It's not like I'm listening to some new band that just came out yesterday. I know it's going to be crazy, but let's see how crazy, man. Enough talking. I'm ready to get into it. Led Zeppelin 1, track 1, Good Times, Bad Times. Let's go.
In the days of my youth, I was told what it means. Now I've reached that age, I've tried to do all those things the best I can. Same old jam.
Sheesh. Okay, talk to me.
Good times, bad times, you know I've had my share.
Hold on.
When my woman left home for a brown-eyed man, but I still don't seem to care.
What?
My love me till the end.
Yeah.
But when I whispered in her ear, I lost another friend. Oh,
Damn.
good times, bad times.
Oh.
I've had my share. In the care.
Sheesh. Okay.
I don't care what the neighbors say.
Okay. Crazy intro, crazy way to start off the album right there. All right, so that was track 1, Good Times, Bad Times, and that was a banger of an intro. I'm trying to get all the Beatles out of my system. I got this. Obviously, this is not the Beatles, right? This seems like this is going to be a lot more, I wouldn't say straightforward, but this is going to be banging. I already know, right? And lyrically, it's funny because I always think that songs from the 60s are just so out of there and so unrelatable sometimes. But if you just look at what he's talking about in this song, he sounds like a scorn lover on here in the best way possible, right? Good times, bad times, you know I've had my share. But what did he mean by when my woman left home for a brown-eyed man? I ain't take a girl, Robert Plant. It wasn't me. You feel me? So that's it wasn't me. But whatever he was talking right there, this is a good song. Great intro track right there. Definitely got me into the energy of Led Zeppelin. But let's keep it going. We on the track number 2. Babe, I'm gonna leave you. Let's get to it. This is a 6-minute joint right here. So we gonna see where Led take us, man. That was a good start. We're gonna see if they keep the momentum rolling. Let's get to it. Track number 2.
I'm gonna leave you.
Oh.
Leave you in the summertime. Leave you when the summer comes around. Leave you when the summer comes along.
Oh.
Baby, I wanna
Hold on, Robert Plant, them vocals.
joking woman, baby. I've
Oh! Hold on. He teasing me, bro. I feel like this song teasing me. I'ma let it rock, though. I'ma let it rock. God. Sound like he's screaming into like the void. The fuck? Oh my God. Jesus. Talk to me. This song is about a breakup. Yeah. Yo. Don't do it again, bro. Do not do it again. Whew. Okay. Okay. I don't know what I just got myself into, y'all. But we here. Okay, I might need a drink after that one. Jesus, that was track number 2, Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You. And okay, I'm starting to see what the lead is all about, y'all. This song right here, it started off so beautiful and like heartwarming, and then that transition with those guitars, bro. Who is it? Jimmy Page? Is that Jimmy Page? That's on spot. I'm trying to remember these dudes. Is that Jimmy Page? Cause those guitars, bro. And then the back and forth between those sweet moments in the verses and then the guitars on the bridges. I think this was like, this felt like an on and off relationship. Maybe I'm wrong, bro, but like this is what that felt like. Like the highs and the lows of just be love. That's what this sounded like right here. Love in the most grueling form possible. That's how I think of this song off first listen. Really, you see him on the verses saying, "I've got to quit you. I've got to get away from this place, but I can't. Like I love you, woman. Like I need you. I know one day we're gonna grow." And it's like this lyrically and sonically, this song, it just perfectly articulates that back and forth in relationships. That feeling of just when you feel like everything's going to shit, right? Everything's wrong, and then like when the perfect moments, the high moments, when everything like is just rocking along, moving along at a fast pace. That's just my first listen impression of this song, but that's a great one right there. We're 2 for 2 so far, but we got more to get into. We're on to track number 3. You Shook Me. Let's get into it, man. Is this more heartbreak music? Shit, I'm ready for it. Talk to me. Hey, I'm away. Okay. He talking about his little side pieces. I know what birds mean. Jesus. Hey, Robert Plant. Is this who this is? Robert Plant? Yeah. It's the hardest harmonica ever, bro. Damn. so that was track number 3, You Shook Me. And before I even talk about this song, let me just say something about Robert Plant real quick. Obviously, I didn't know anything about Robert Plant prior to this listening of this album, and I was a little scared. Because a lot of the value that the Beatles have to me is like not just how powerful the songs are, but vocally, right? Just having 4 different talented vocalists being able to do their own thing, their own styles, that's something that makes the Beatles stand out to me, right? And in all honesty, that was my trepidation coming into this Led Zeppelin. I was fearful that I wouldn't like the vocalist very much, right? Because that happened to me a lot, especially when I tried to listen to other bands after I first got into the Beatles. I was just kind of put off by the vocals, right? My ears were only used to Beatles rock music, not whatever this is. This is crazy. Like, Robert Plant is a rock and roll vocalist to his core. I can just tell, just off of these 3 songs, like, he is putting his heart and soul into every lyric he sings, right? But in terms of just this song by itself, it seems like this is the 3rd straight song that has to do with kind of relationship, heartbreak type vibes. And I enjoyed this song. That instrumental break in the middle, it felt like it went on for a little too long to me, right? And maybe this is something I'll get used to a little bit more as I listen to more Led in the future. But yeah, the little long break in the middle kind of brought this track down for me personally just a little bit. It's still a great track, right? Robert Plant does his fucking thing on this one. But just felt like it dragged a little bit, that's all, man. But all in all, good song. We're 3 for 3 right now. But on to the next track, track number 4, Dazed and Confused. Let's get to it, y'all.
Been dazed and confused for so long.
What I just say?
True. Wanted a woman, never bargained for you. Created below.
Oh, God.
You hurt and abused, telling all of your lies. But here I come again. Every day I work so hard, bringing home my heart and pain.
What is that?
Try to love you, baby, but you push me away.
Yo, this album, so much tension in this album, bro. Yo! What is happening? Oh my God! Oh my God! Yo! Talk to me, Jimmy. Talk to me, Jimmy. Yo! This is just crazy.
So much when I send you the
Oh. Is you good, Robert? What the hell wrong with Robert? Oh my God. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, that was track number 4, I think. I don't even know where I'm at anymore, y'all. That was track number 4, Dazed and Confused. Let me just say something. Something I really noticed about this album lyrically. Right, sonically, this is crazy. Right, this is all that I kind of wanted from this album. Like when y'all were saying, "Hey, if you like this song from the Beatles, you would like Led. If you like how hard the Beatles go on here, you would like Led Zeppelin." I'm seeing what y'all mean now, right? Even more than just the sound, lyrically, bro. Is this a diss album? Is Robert on here dissing somebody the whole time? Because all 4 of these songs have been about women, and they haven't been very positive, right? Let's get this out the way right now. Like the sound and the energy of this, it's so, it gives like paranoia. Like it almost feels like schizophrenia listening to this. This is crazy. Robert Plant's vocals, combined with these insane guitars, combined with just the structure of these songs, like they're all over the place, but there's a flow and it just builds into just chaos every time. Like this is raw, this is real, and I'm loving it so far. This is my favorite track so far. Babe, I'm Gonna Love You, and it's a toss-up between those two, but so far, like, this album is crazy, bro. We've had 3 straight 6-minute songs. Right, I don't believe the next song is that long. We're on to track number 5. All right, yeah, track 5, Your Time Is Gonna Come. It's a little shorter than the last 3 tracks. We're gonna get into it, man. Let's keep the momentum flowing. This is crazy so far. That's all I'm gonna say. Where are they finna take me? I'm getting scared. Oh shit. Oh shit. Talk to me.
Lying, cheating, hurting, that's all you seem to do. Always the same, playing your game, drive me insane, trouble's gonna come to. Your time is gonna come.
Oh! I like this one. Those strings.
Do what you want, I won't take the brunt. Coming back home to you. Your time is
Oh my God. I love this hook. I love this hook on here. Alright, that was track number 5, Your Time Is Going to Come, and I really enjoyed that track, man. I was wondering, and I'll be honest, like, okay, the first 4 tracks they've shown me, these dudes, they can rock out like no other, right? Obviously, Robert Plant is him, right? Jimmy Page, whoever's doing the guitar, I assume he's doing most of these guitars that I'm hearing. He's out of his mind, right? He's going crazy too. But what I did also want to hear from this album, and I just got that with this one, was I wanted to hear them when they reel it back a little bit, right? When they like, obviously this is still a crazy energy, right? The build up and all that is still insane, but just I wanted to hear them just trying to make a song. And what I mean by making a song, just something that's just not so intense, something a little more laid back, you know, a little bit more of a melody, a more singable, memorable hook, and that's exactly what I got right here, y'all. These dudes, through the first 5 tracks, they're checking off a lot of boxes, right? And look, I'm being very conscious as to not bring up the Beatles after every song on this reaction, right? But this song in particular, especially the hook, man, it sounded very Beatle-esque, and that might be why I like it so much. But yeah, definitely a nice little palate cleanser, and not in a bad way. Like, this is a great palate cleanser, but this was needed definitely in the flow of the album, man. We're going to keep it going. We're on to track number 6. All right, track number 6, Black Mountainside. This one seems pretty short by itself, so let's just get into it, man. A quick little 2-minute whoop. Oh, I missed the transition. L reactor. Instrumental joint. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. All right, so that was track number 6, Black Mountainside, and this was just the instrumental, right? This was just like, I think, a acoustic guitar type of joint right there. I guess that was Mr. Page right there, showing off the beauty of his strings right there. And I appreciate that, right? It was definitely probably needed. I don't know. They just threw like a random ass folk song in the middle of all this, man. But solid little instrumental, man. We're going to keep it pushing straight on to track number 7. All right, track number 7, Communication Breakdown. Another little quick diddly right here. We're going to get right into it, man. This I'm going to leave my comments towards the end, and I don't want to do too much talking during the reaction. But this album, hey man, Beatles, hey man. Yeah. What is wrong with Jimmy Page? baby. All right, that was track number 7, Communication Breakdown. That was a cool little track right there. I definitely can relate to the hook kind of in my own modern terms, right? Obviously, it was one thing I can struggle with sometimes is communication, right? Especially in relationships. So I felt this one probably a little bit more than I probably should have on first listen, right? But if I'm just ranking this album track by track, outside of the little instrumental track, Black Mountainside, this would definitely be my least favorite, but it's not a bad song at all. The energy is too much energy, bro. And Robert Plant, folks. What is wrong with Robert Plant? And I'm not like his vocal style is so out there, it's so all over the place. I'm loving it, right? Like the way he came in on the verses with the like yo, like that's hard. That's something that the Beatles. I love the Beatles. They didn't give us this, right? If they did, it was very sporadically. The Led Zeppelin, they just hey, it's like here. This is what we like to do. We like to be crazy. We like to be rowdy, wild, raw. Just great album so far. This has been a little drop off the last 2 tracks, man. But I'm praying that these last 2 don't take us home in the right way, man. We're on to track number 8. All right, track number 8. I Can't Quit You, Baby. Is this more Scorn Lover tunes, bro? Because if it is, I ain't mad at it, man. Keep them coming, Robert.
I can't quit you, babe.
I'm sorry, that intro just threw me off, and it reminded me, like, the first ever rock song I ever heard and liked was on, I think it was on Madden 10, maybe Madden 11, and I remember the song started exactly like that. That song, I believe it's called, like, Crazy Train or something like that. That was the song that molded my taste in me liking the hard rockers, because that was the first rock song I heard, and I was like, yo. like this is madness right here. So we're gonna get into track 8, man. That little intro right there just reminded me of Crazy Train, and I just had to tell that little story, man. But yeah, track 8, I Can't Quit You, Baby. Let's go.
I can't quit you, babe.
Robert is a beautiful.
I guess I got to put you down for a while. Made me mistreat my only child.
Made you. Oh my God.
I love you, baby. My love for you.
Yo. I'm sorry, y'all. I try not to pause during the actual songs and my reactions because I talk enough after and before the songs, right? But yo, Jimmy, like, what is he doing with these guitars, bro? Like, I'm hearing sounds with these guitars throughout this album that I've never heard a guitar make. Okay, man. So I just had to point that out real quick, man. Like, this is. Let's go. Let's keep it going.
When I feel you near me, little girl.
Yo.
I know you are my one desire.
Oh my God. Did they invent guitar solos just for Jimmy Page? Let's go. What the fuck? What is that drop? Like, bro, what?
When you hear me moaning and groaning, babe. Oh, no, you're my one desire.
Talk to me. Okay. We right back on track right now. You're right back on track with that one, man. All right, that was track number 8, I Can't Quit You, Baby. And we are right back on track after those last 2 little, I wouldn't say down moments, but the momentum definitely dropped off a little bit on the last 2 tracks. And we're right back with this one. Noticing a lot of R&B and blues influence on this album, man. And it's so crazy to me how much influence Black artists had on a lot of this music, bro. Like, and I think that's why it's so easy for me to relate to a lot of this stuff, is because the soul of a lot of this music, like a lot of the Beatles songs we listen to, and pretty much this entire album, is black, right? Like it's real black. And then lyrically, bro, every single song on here has been about a fucked up relationship. That's the only way I can put it. A scorned lover, pretty much, is how Robert Plant seems to be presenting himself on this album, and that also makes it a little easier to relate to this. Right, a lot of the newer artists from my era, like rap artists that I'm into, deal with a lot of these things themselves, like Juice WRLD, XXXTentacion, Lil Uzi Vert, people like that. Their lyrics are very similar to some of these lyrics I'm hearing on this album, right? And that's allowing me to relate even more to Just Not. So, like, obviously I'm gonna finish the album, but from what I'm seeing, a lot of what makes this album timeless, at least from my first listen, would be obviously this amazing fusion of blues and R&B and rock that they've done, but also lyrically, like as much as I love the Beatles, when they speak about love, it's a lot more in a positive light. On here, this is the complete opposite. This is the dark side of all that. She loves you, yeah, shit the Beatles be talking about, and I'm loving it so far. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really anxious to get into this last track. So let's get to it. Track number 9. All right, the final track. How Many More Times? And this is an 8-minute and 28-second song. And I'm pretty confident that they're not going to Beatle me, right? And just put a whole bunch of noise on this 8-minute song, a whole bunch of John talking and things of that nature. So let's get into it. Final song, How Many More Times? Led Zeppelin, man. This has been a crazy ride, man. We're going to see how they take us home. Let's get to it. I'm liking the groove already, man. Let's go. Talk to me, Robert. Talk to me. Oh!
Many more times, treat me. How many more times, words and all. But baby,
Yo, these riffs. These riffs. Talk to me, Jimmy. Talk to me. Yeah. I feel like I'm going to war right now, bruh.
thinking it over, just what I had missed.
What the fuck is...
Got me a girl and I kissed her and then again.
I feel you.
Oh Lord, well I did it again.
This dude is crazy.
I got another child on the way that makes 11. I got a little shoe girl and she's all mine.
What?
I can't get through to her 'cause it doesn't mean I've got to give.
What? Hold on. Oh my God.
Oh girl, oh Rosie, oh girl, steal away now, away baby. Little Robert Anthony wants to see the world.
Oh my God. Yo, this is a mind fuck. Ooh, okay, so that was Led Zeppelin, right, with their debut album, Led Zeppelin 1. And I'm going to just say this right now. This was an amazing album, but this is not. I'm not even gonna try to get this album an opinion off of the first listen, bro. There's too many layers to this, man, and it's really making me want to get to Led Zeppelin 2 very quickly, because here's one thing I noticed about this album. As great as this album was, there was definitely certain points where it felt one note, like where topics kind of felt like they were getting dragged out longer than they should have. Riffs and interludes was going on maybe a minute or two longer than they should have, right? And that was definitely probably a couple of the issues I had with this album. But outside of that, bro, this is an amazing project right here, right? If I had to pick some favorites off this first listen, I would definitely go with Good Times, Bad Times. That was an amazing intro. Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You was one of the greatest songs I've ever heard in my life. Dazed and Confused, Your Time Is Gonna Come, I Can't Quit You, Baby, How Many More Times? So 6 or 7 out of 9. That's definitely a great ratio, especially for a debut album, right? So like I said, I'm very anxious to see how they evolve from this sound, right? Led Zeppelin is a legendary band, not just because of this album, but apparently how they progressed after this album. So I'm excited to see how they took this. Already by itself is just greatness, right? So if they were able to expand off of this sound in their debut and make it even better, I want to hear it. I want to keep following. I need to hear more Robert Plant vocals. Listen, the music always has to be good, right? The guitarist, the drummer, and all that. But when your lead vocalist is not only a great singer, but also interesting, also not afraid to go out there, and I can tell just off this first 9 tracks that I've heard of Led Zeppelin, Robert Plant is not afraid to take it anywhere he needs to go, right? So I definitely need to see how they progress their sound onto Led Zeppelin 2. I know I said I was going to get to Beach Boys' Pet Sounds, and that will be coming, but I don't want to waste too much time before listening to the second disc. I want to keep the momentum going with Led Zeppelin, right? I like what I've heard at first. I want to see if I keep liking what I'm hearing, bro. This could be another Beatles on this channel, man. You never know, man. But yeah, sonically, lyrically, vocal-wise, I can see why y'all recommended this to me, man. I love everything about this album so far. My only complaint would be, like, some of them riffs went on a little bit too long. Right, that's really the only complaint I could take away from this first album. Maybe how similar some of these songs kind of felt. But this is the debut. We're going to see what they do from this point on. Led Zeppelin 2 reaction. Come within the next couple days, y'all. But with all that being said, it's time for me to bid y'all adieu. It's your boy Life of Darius, a.k.a. Dazed and Confused, and I'm out. Jesus sandals, man. Whew.